Hello, welcome back to Marvelosity XO Bang. I think I need a theme song. This chopstick is everything. So I don't know if you guys have heard, I'm sure you have, of Dr. Bronner's Peppermint Organic Lip Balm. He has, or he, she, I don't know who it is, the person who made it has a soap. It's peppermint, like 18-in-1 soap. If you want to feel like a newborn baby, just go ahead and buy it. Like literally all of your sins will be washed away with this soap. Okay, obviously not, because y'all are heathens, but no, really, welcome back. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm your host, Marvelous, and yes, that is my real name. It's New Year's Eve? What? What? Also, let me just show you guys my shirt. It's everything. That's all, folks. And it's Looney Tunes. And it's this really pretty, like, slate gray blue, and it's fleece on the inside. It is so soft, and I got it in a medium at Target. It was like $18, and I had to. I just basically wanted to talk about 2020 as a whole. Like, I feel like this video is this is the perfect time to talk about it. You know what I mean? Okay. So before we get into that, don't forget to subscribe and like, because it's gonna be fire. And share with your friends. Oh, wait. So basically, the beginning of 2020 was so promising. Like, it was January 1st, 2020, and we all were like, it's 2020, it's our year. You know, like so excited, so ambitious, so motivated. The beginning of 2020, I worked at this place I could not stand. It was a lot. Okay, it was a lot. And it was just a lot, and I felt like I was, first of all, I almost like blacked out at the place like twice. It was just very stressful, and it was just a lot. I wasn't allowed to like get up from my desk and like go use the bathroom. Like, it was crazy. Like, I would be there for 8 hours and basically be like, excuse me, hi, you know me, my bladder's full, can I go potty? Like a freaking 10-year-old. So that was a whole another ordeal. Also, I finally got the purple dye off of my fingernails. I didn't know, but apparently pure acetone gets it off. Literally, the second I put the acetone on my fingernail, the dye was gone. I've been rolling around for like a week with that dye on my fingernails, not knowing how to get rid of it. And I had acetone, like acetone nail polish in my closet the whole time. So there's that. So I got a new job that I really, really digged. The beginning of February. I started February 3rd. And it was great. Everything was going well. I was like back in my comfort zone of like being, you know, like an office assistant, blah, blah. And the people were super chill. Well, March, you know, COVID was really, people were talking about COVID a lot more over in the US. Like, it wasn't this like myth anymore, because I feel like when COVID, we like first started hearing about COVID, it was kind of like all of us were like, okay, it'll go away. You know what I mean? Like, everybody didn't really take it seriously. I'm not gonna say everybody, because some people did. I was one of the people who I did not take it seriously. I kind of just thought it was like, I don't know, the flu. Like, I just thought, I knew it wasn't fake. I just like didn't know how severe it was. Like, I just kind of was like, oh, whatever, it's the flu, it'll go away. You know what I mean? And then when toilet paper started disappearing and like paper towels, I was like, oh, what the F is going on? What's happening? So I did, you know, obviously get a little concerned, but I still like the fear of God wasn't in me yet. Like, I was like, people are just wilding, like, it's fine. I went to Universal for my birthday, like the entire birthday weekend. My birthday was on a Sunday this year. Yeah, my birthday was on a Sunday. I was off Friday through Monday. So Friday, March 3rd, Lord, look at me. March 13th, Chris was off work as well. We like went to Tropical Smoothie, and then he was like, let's get our passes right now and like go to Universal like all weekend, like let's do it. So because the original plan was that we were gonna go with Marie, my mother-in-law, that Saturday and then that Sunday. Well, because of COVID, they were like, this is gonna be our last weekend open until like TBD, you know. And they had the Mardi Gras like parade going on, so this was like the last time the Mardi Gras parade was going to be going on at Universal for that weekend. So I was like, we gotta go. So the whole plan on Saturday was to make sure we got on the new Harry Potter ride. It was the Hagrid's motorcycle ride. I don't remember the name of it. I'll put it up here, I'm sure. And so we were gonna do like, you know, we were gonna make sure we rode that on Saturday, and that we were like, no matter how long it takes, we're riding that ride. So Chris was like, on Friday, how about we go and like ride everything basically, and we'll leave the Harry Potter stuff for tomorrow. And I was like, bet. So we had so much fun. There was like barely anybody there. Had a blast. Oh my gosh, it was so fun. I don't know if we rode the Hulk that night or Saturday. All I have to say is the Hulk ride is my #1 ride at Universal. It's so fun. It makes you feel like you're a superhero. It's so smooth, like it lights up and then it shoots you off. It's just so much fun. It's so much fun. And there's like superhero music playing while you're like flying, you know. It's just so cool. It's my #1 favorite ride, and then my second favorite is the Hagrid's ride, because it's just fast and like scary. So it really makes you feel like you're on a motorcycle. It's crazy. So we did all that Friday, had so much fun. We rode on this ride called the Rocking Roller Coaster, and it is terrifying. It's so fast. It's like really tall, and you're like basically glued to your seat, but you get to pick the music like during the whole ride. Like you have speakers like right here where you rest your head, and I played I Will Survive. Because I was so scared. It was hilarious because Chris was the one who was scared in line, and I was like, it's fine, it's gonna be fine. And then like the second we got on it, I was like, no, I don't want to do this. No, take me off. And Chris was the one who was hype. He was like, wait, I didn't realize like they had all these bomb ass songs. You know what I mean? Like he was so excited about like the songs that you got to choose, and I don't remember which one. I'll ask him and then put it up here. Song he played, but he was like in the mood, like he was hype, and I was playing I Will Survive, and like it took off. So like, you know, she said the chorus hits right when you like drop, so it was really cool. But yeah, definitely terrified. I was like, I'm never doing this again. And Chris was like, yeah, let's do it again, and I was like, no. So anyways, so Saturday was awesome. We got there bright and early. Okay, that's a lie. I think we got there at 11. Because I was filming for you guys, and I think it was like subscriber Saturday. Yeah, and I did the butterfly look. So yeah, I had to take my time with that. So then we went and we had so much fun. We rode the mummy ride, which was so much fun. And then we went to a restaurant, and it was a blast. But anyways, I'm going all into my birthday like you guys don't know. I'm pretty sure I told you guys what I did for my birthday before. Anyways, long story short, so after that, I got back to work on March 17th, and they like kicked me out. They were like, you gonna have to work from home because you were possibly could have been exposed to COVID because you were at Universal. And I was like, my bad. Do I take that back? No, I don't. One of the best weekends of my life, so I do not regret that at all. Anyways, so you know, I even thought like that was gonna pass. Like I was like, I'll be at home for like a few days. Well, like that Friday, they sent everybody home. Like they were like, COVID is like no joke, everybody going home. Because I think they closed the schools, and it was like me out of 3 people who worked there that didn't have children, so they were like, everybody going home. So yeah, I bought, after the first stimulus check, I bought my desk, my makeup desk, did a whole video on that. Oh shoot. But it was crazy. Like I felt like I was starting to turn into an introvert because everyone was scared of one another. Like everyone was terrified, you know what I'm saying? And then I think I kept thinking like, there's an end in sight, and there wasn't. And then like, of course, depression rolled in, and then like everything popped off. It was just like everything in the world. And it was just, I mean, it was a crazy wave of emotions, like being locked in the house and not being able, I'm a very routine driven person, so it like messed with my anxiety heavy. And yeah, it was a lot. I was depressed for a lot of it because I was just home, and Chris and I just got into the routine of like going to Disney every day. And you guys remember I would talk about it all the time. So no, that was done, and we didn't know when that was going to open back up, and just so many things. Like it was such a roller coaster ride, and then everything going on in the news, and just it was a lot. I had a lot of days where I just would like weep because everything that happened with George Floyd and Breonna, and just Elijah McClain is the one that really broke me. When I found out about Elijah McClain and just seeing videos of him, of like how he was as a human, and again, I'm not saying like the other people, like the other murders didn't like break me, but I felt like I could relate to Elijah in so many ways. Like he was eccentric, and he was so different, and he was animated, and he had this incredible heart for cats and animals, and just he was like his own person, like his own individual, and he was so happy with like who he was as a human. And I think when it comes to like your stereotypical like black male or black female, I think there's so many stereotypes in the culture. And I know, like, speaking from my own experience, a lot of the times I got joked because I talked proper, or I've never had huge boobs or a huge butt or any of that. And so like I think a lot of people, I know a lot of people when I was growing up didn't really, I'm not gonna say look at me like I was black. Well, no, that too. A lot of people would call me Oreo, or like they were like, you're black on the outside and white on the inside. Ugh. I feel like when it comes to him, like your stereotypical black male, he didn't really fit that label, which I love because I'm so excited that labels and stereotypes are breaking. I think that's fantastic because you are your own person, and don't ever let someone make you feel less because of a label. It's stupid. And it's just not true. It's simply not true. So yeah, I remember I was sitting at my desk, like in my room, about to work, and I just like thought about him, and I looked up like what his like final words were and like how he handled himself, and it just crushed me. I like got up from my chair and literally crawled to my bathroom. I like could not stop sobbing. It was a different level of pain. And then I was like having these very intense dreams. I had this dream that like all of my friends, and they weren't the friends I like have now, they were like all celebrities, like actual celebrities. And I had this dream about like Childish Gambino and Jade Nova, and Jade Nova was like my best friend, Childish Gambino was like my boyfriend, and we were like all in our community, and Jade was like, something's coming, like death is coming for us. And like it was crazy, like I kept seeing this like black shadow, and it was just like taking people out left and right, but it was taking out like my community. And she was like terrified, and it was crazy. And then I was sitting down, I don't know if I ever shared this dream with you guys, it's very intense, so let me put up a warning real quick.
Viewer discretion is advised. Adult supervision is recommended. This is going to be a very graphic, intense story.
So we were sitting down, Childish Gambino and I, and these like ancient looking white people with like these crazy ancient weapons like strolled into where we were. And we were sitting there, and just like the fear that like gripped my soul, like I was absolutely terrified. And it was like him and I were communicating without even speaking, and they grabbed him and they started sharpening their swords on his back, and I screamed, and she looked at me and was like, what's wrong with you? I'm just sharpening my swords. Like, how dare you disturb me while I'm like killing him? You know what I mean? Like, she was literally sharpening her swords on his like bare skin. But I just remember the feeling of worthlessness and helplessness. Like and almost like it was like they were like disgusted with me that I had emotion, and it just made me feel less of a human being. Like it just felt like I was this weak, helpless animal. And then after that we sat down and he like tried to like grab my pinky, like, you know, like when you're trying to like touch someone, and he went like that, and she like yelled at us. And he didn't even have to say anything. He got up, looked at me with tears in his eyes, and like walked up, like got up, looked at me, and like gave me this look. And like immediately I knew he was about to commit suicide, because he'd rather take his own life than let them kill him. And I just like started crying. He didn't even say anything. Like I just knew what he was doing. And then he left, and I just like started trembling, like my entire body. And then I woke up, and that was right around the time of the marches, like Black Lives Matter march. It was, you guys, it was so crazy. Like, it was probably the most intense dream I've ever had in my life. And my dreams normally are very like, they feel very real, but that one right there literally felt like the ancestors were trying to like let me know. In a way, I'm in no way saying like, oh, I know what slavery is like. No, I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is I feel like the connection with like my ancestors, it felt like they were trying to give me a glimpse. You know what I mean? And it was just a lot. It was a lot. And I've never felt something like that. It was insane. So that was what, May, June. So that was a lot. I was just like, I didn't even know like what to do or how to even explain that dream. It was like so crazy, and just the feeling I had from it makes me so thankful. Like we're nowhere near where we need to be in the world and society, but it makes me so thankful that there were people who came before us who fought for us. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't imagine what Harriet Tubman must have felt knowing that, listen, like there is a huge possibility that I'm gonna get captured and die, but I rather die a free woman than a slave. Like that, I just think about stuff like that a lot. Like it's just kind of like groundbreaking to me, like how, and like I think the thing that like really just like blows me away is that no one did that before her. You know what I'm saying? Like she was the trailblazer. Like how do you put your mindset in the mindset of a trailblazer? Like I'm gonna be the first one to do this, and I will succeed, and even though I'm terrified, I'm going to succeed. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I think about this stuff all the time because it's just so powerful. Like when I have my own situations with people being racist or being prejudiced, you know, I get upset about it. I'm just like, you know, but then I think about like them. Like, can you even imagine that? Like, I'd rather be free than die a slave. Like, that's powerful. And not even to be like, oh, because remember someone did this before me. Like, and if they did it, I can do it. Like, no, she literally took like a huge leap of faith. And it was just, Harriet Tubman's my favorite, if you don't know.
Harriet is a true leader because she couldn't be free without our people. And this is why I'm rooting for everybody Black. Like, we're all going to be equal and we're all eating, period.
Yeah. So that was that. And then in August, we went back to Virginia, which was amazing. I was so happy to see my dad. And I saw my mom, and I saw my best friends, and saw a lot of family. And it was just so nice because after all of this stuff happening in the world, it was so nice to like be around like my people, you know. In October, I skipped ahead. In July, we moved over to Seminole, Florida, which is right near the Gulf, and it's always a nice coastal breeze, which I love over here. It's not like humid like it was in Orlando and like super hot. And there's like a Morphe store in the mall, which is awesome. And Chris and I already have like our favorite restaurants we go to, and you guys know about that. I told you guys that. But then in October, I switched jobs. And then, yeah, I got fired on December 3rd. So I was there from October to December. It was a mess. It was a lot. I actually filmed a video for you guys talking about it, but for whatever reason, my editing software on my phone, or editing app on my phone, like wouldn't let me upload it, and I was like, maybe it's fine. So I didn't. And I think I was very bitter still. And that's never fun. Like, you don't want to, I don't want you guys to feel that energy. But yeah, it was, it's crazy. I still am actually unemployed. So the stimulus helps a sister out. Like, ow, or something. Ah! Ow. Ugh, it burns. Really helps. I'm so happy that Joe's the president. About to be, you know what I mean? And I'm very happy with just, I really, no matter what 2021 brings, I just am like clinging on to the hope that I'll grow from it, just like I grew from this year. This year was very hard and trying and traumatizing, and I grew from it. A lot of really bad things happened, and I grew from all of that and learned how to like feel my emotion but not let it overwhelm me, you know what I mean, and like take complete control. So overall 2020 was so crappy, but I feel like it was the biggest year for me to self-reflect, because you're just sitting at home all day with your thoughts. Like, there's nothing to distract you. I can't go to Disney and get distracted. It was just the biggest year for change, I feel like. And I've grown a lot, and I'm very thankful. So yeah, I guess that's really all I wanted to talk about. I kind of wanted to give you guys like a run through of what happened. My hair grew a lot, you know. It's curled still, but there you go. Yes. Can you guys see it? Ah. I hope 2021 brings you lots of joy and comfort and peace and lots of success, lots of blessings, miracles, all that. All that. I hope it just blows you away by how amazing it is. And remember, life literally is crazy. Life is crazy. But remember, not every situation deserves a reaction. What is Chris doing? Chris broke it. He just broke all of it. But yeah, that's it. So happy New Year's Eve. Happy New Year. You guys won't see me until the new year. I love you so much. Remember, you matter. Your voice matters. I'm so happy that we are bringing the new year in together. Remember to stay safe, stay sane, and be well. Love you guys. Who's ready for 2021?